What's going on, y'all? So listen. We are back again for another episode review of Empire. Child, I thought it was on break like everything else. When is shit going on break? To be quite honest, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm tired of Empire. I really am because it's not giving me anything that I like right about now. It's so fake and watered down. Like, I mean, it's fictional TV, so whatever. But damn, give me something. But anyway, so, Lucius is in the studio with Jamal. They painting the keyboards to the colors that he see of the sounds of the notes and stuff like that. He's going off the reference of this painting that he painted, and then he's making some type of music. And, it was cool enough to see how the mind works with, sound and shit like that. Sound shit, colors and stuff. That was cool. Then you got big head, egghead ass Angelo Dubois in the fucking park chilling with Anika while she got baby Bella, got motherfuckers thinking that he the daddy, talking about, oh, that baby got your eyes and all this stuff. I said, white lady move, okay? White fucking lady move. It was irritating to me to the point where I just wanted to jump to the screen and just knock his ass out. Like, what the fuck are y'all really doing? But then again, I already know what's going on. They trying to screw the whole family. And Hakeem dumbass, he's standing over there stalking them. Okay, he about to go over there and cuss him out. And I said, come on, Hakeem. You I understand what you're going through, but you can't go about it this way. They already got it in for your family. You cannot go over there in charge and try to, bump up the situation, because then they're gonna make it seem as if you're the aggressive, angry black guy who's, not fit to be a parent and take away all your rights from this child. And it was a good thing that Thirsty was there to pull his ass back and say, we gonna take care of this shit. Meanwhile, back in Empire in the studio, we got Tori up in there and she's singing. Eddie is over there producing, and the engineer and Portia and Gabby, well, I should say Becky, they're over it because he wants to start it over from the top. And he keeps wanting to start stuff over from the top. They don't know exactly what the fuck he looking for. They've been up in the studio for a long ass time. It's night. It's tired. They probably been there for a couple of days. They want to go to fuck to bed. They just don't understand what the fuck is going on. And he coming at them so aggressive, like they don't know what they doing. And how sometimes people think because they've been in the game, or they this legend type nigga or whatever, you supposed to do what they want and all this shit and not really have a say. That's how Eddie was coming off. And like the engineer dude told Portia, you gonna need to stand up for yourself, okay? The way Cookie treats your ass, this motherfucker, she was like, well, he just like, Lucius. He was like, yeah, but Lucius treats us like family though. All right, so we don't know where the fuck this nigga coming from. You need to stand the fuck up for yourself also. All right, open up your eyes. And speaking of Cookie over there reprimanding Hakeem, and she was like, why would you even trust him? You the one that got us in trouble in the first place. I ain't do this, I ain't do that. I said, bitch, yes the fuck you did. She was like, you opened up your mouth and said some shit. He said, now tell me one thing that I said that was a lie though. I said, oops. Okay. And then, Thirsty come up in there talking about something. It's cool. Lucius gonna handle it. And I was like, I guess. They got their hopes and dreams put it on Lucian, but it is what it is. Last week, because I had to look at the ending of it again, because I did misspeak when I said when it was the dinner that happened, and the Dubois was bringing over that doctor. That doctor wasn't Lucius' doctor, because I was like, I thought the nigga was cured, so that didn't make sense. And y'all called it out. I watched it again. So thanks for correcting me. It was Andre's fucking therapist that we saw at the beginning of the episode. At this point, I was about to say all white people look alike. Let me stop playing, because somebody say that about black folks, and then somebody in my comments getting their feelings, and this and you that. Girl, shut up. All right, it was a mistake. Any fucking way. That's trash. These motherfuckers need to lose all of their license, okay? All of them. Lucius go over there, to Anika place, and she was like, first of all, you're not supposed to be over here. You don't get no visitation rights. She was like, I just need to talk to you. She was about to close that door. He said, bitch, no. Okay, let me in. And was like, you gonna sit the fuck down, so sit on down. What is it? Okay, what was it? And I'm just sitting here like, ugh, okay, girl. Anika, let me just tell you, after all the years of dealing with the Lucian, the Lion family, specifically Lucius. You should know by now that them motherfuckers got something up their sleeves and you not gonna win. You should know all their tricks and know that whatever the fuck you try to do, you just not gonna get over on them. Okay, they gonna keep coming back until they get what they want. And basically, he was like, no, I had the accident. She said, if you want to call it an accident, he was like, okay, bitch, I had the accident and, I lost my memory, but some of the stuff is coming back. And I remember the fact that you really wanted to have your daughter to be in the Lions family and be somewhat of like an heir to take over the throne, my throne. And she was like, bitch, okay, and what's the problem? He said, well, I will put it in my will to make it, or I will make it so that, Bella is an equal heir and get an equal share, just like the rest of the boys, as if it's his, you know, their brothers and sisters instead of just, what are they? Niece and nephews, well, niece and uncles and shit like that. And was like, only if you agree to a 50-50 parenting, co-parenting type of thing. And at this point, I was like, damn. Now, wait a minute. So when they gave him full custody, when they gave Anika full custody, the way they making it sound like and making it seem as if because he was asking, can they get a family visitation, and she was like, this is a one-time thing in a public place. I said, well, then Hakeem can't visit his child at all. Fuck, if that's the case, that's fucked up. All right, but she said, I'll think about it. He said, you do that. Because that's all she really wanted. She wanted to put her foot up in that family so goddamn bad. She wanted to be accepted. She wanted that money. She wanted that power. That's why she going about this all the fucking wrong way. So we get Cookie in there talking to she doing her thing, and then Portia coming there, and right when Portia was trying to tell her about the engineers about to go on fucking strike and shit, here come Lucian, this is not if Love You Was Wrong. Here come Lucius coming in there trying to talk and say he handled that Anika situation and that he gave Eddie his proxy to do whatever he needs to do with the engineers and all that shit. Meanwhile, it's playing over in Portia's head. You can see the disrespect because dude just told her, you need to stand up for yourself, bitch, because of the way Cookie be talking to your ass too. And let's be honest, Cookie do be coming at her wrong as fuck. Portia just be trying to do her job. She be so fucking rude to her and all the time. I'm surprised it wasn't no uprising, earlier, okay? And she's trying to tell her what's going on, and she cuts her off and tell her to fucking leave in a rude ass way. And we got Jamal in the gay club with Hakeem's friend, and she was like, bitch, Hakeem would never let me come up and do no shit like this with me. He was like, never. So Jamal and Warren sitting there, Warren just making it so obvious that he into this other dude that old girl is dancing with, and talking about you should do a threesome and all this shit. Jamal said, I did everything, but that ain't never been a desire of mine. And it was like, I ain't never had no threesome either, so let's go ahead and do it. I said, you know what? That is some gay ass shit. That is the gayest shit ever. Like, that's part of the gayest shit ever. Like, group sex is what it is. And I'm saying that from, y'all don't need to know, but just know that it's part of it, okay? It happens. It happens. I ain't even gonna sit here in front. It happens. If you get offended by it, you probably know that it happens too. Any fucking way. They playing on some stereotypes that, partly true. But we get Andre, he calling Pamela, she not answering the phone. He leaving a message talking about something. Basically, he miss her. He get to the office, and as soon as he's gonna go into the boardroom, he hears about something on the news saying that there was an officer involved shooting, and that the officer was Pamela Rose. Once again, Portia pops up and trying to talk to him about what's going on with this engineer strike, and he brushes her off too, talking about something. I ain't got time for that. Go talk to Cookie or whatever, and he leaves. I said, Portia gonna wind up cutting one of y'all asses, okay? One more time, bitch. One more time. So Eddie come up into Empire with this paper, this board that got, Empire. They finna go on strike because Empire has unfair labor and union practices and stuff like that. And so Calvin is like, bitch, that wasn't even finna come out yet. Okay, talking to Cookie. And at this point, everybody is starting to gather because, Eddie wanna make a scene. And it was like, Cookie, you in charge of this shit. You ain't gotta take this or whatever. And Calvin is trying to say, you know, you do be treating us unfairly, given that you making us work on weekends, you making us work on holidays. We working these long ass hours and stuff like that. And she was like, I understand that, and I know I just need you to hang in there until this 20 for 20 project is over with and everything can be, you know, we can work some stuff out. And at this point, Eddie started talking his stuff. And you know, Calvin shows him you know, it was like, we ain't finna strike yet. They already said we can strike and it's up to the union or whatever, and all I gotta do is send this email or whatever. Here come Calvin taking old boy, not Calvin, but Eddie taking Calvin's phone, talking about something. Fuck it, you wanna strike? He took that man's phone, sent that email, and said, there you go, you gotta strike. It was like, this woman do this, and this your boss, and she pay your checks and all this stuff. And that don't mean shit. I don't give a fuck if you sign a name on my fucking pay stub and all that shit. You gonna treat me fucking fairly. If I signed up to do a certain job in a certain amount of hours, you know, that's what you gonna give me. And if I'm in a job where the hours are so fucking lax that we can stay longer, we can stay shorter, you still gonna treat me fairly. That's just the humanist part of a person. You supposed to do. Okay? You can get sued for anything these days. And you know, Calvin was like, fuck it, let's go. And, you know, Cookie called Portia to come with her. And then Calvin said, what did we talk about? And she started walking away with Calvin. At first, I was about to say, damn, you do what your man say. But Cookie said it first. And she was like, no, bitch. That's what struck a nerve with Portia. The way Cookie came at her as if she don't have her own mind. And Portia turned back and told her about herself. Bitch, I'm not up here trying to do what my man say when I don't wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning because of my man. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning because of your ass, okay? And I don't go to sleep until your ass go to sleep. And then I'm still waking up in between those times just to see what your ass want because I'm waiting on your ass for hand and foot, all right? Maybe I am stupid. Maybe I am the shit that you be calling me because I'm doing all of this shit for you and I don't even get no good job, no respect or nothing. I said, Portia, go the fuck off. This shit's been building up. I saw it coming. And she was like, fuck this shit, bitch. Ain't y'all tired of this shit? They was like, yeah, come on, we finna strike. We finna strike. So, of course, everybody started walking out. I said, see, you opened up your mouth and you got too big for your motherfucking britches and you thinking that you invincible and all that shit. You know, you didn't see this shit coming. Okay? So, after that, we see Jamal and Warren. Warren brought some nigga over and to have a threesome. I said, this ain't gonna end well. He said he didn't want no threesome. He trying to force him on him and all that shit. And, you know, Jamal was like, you know, I didn't want this. And you know, I love you and all this shit. Next thing you know, I guess because Jamal said he love him and whoop-de-woo, he go over there to old boy and was like, listen, I'm in love with this man over here, right? So I'm gonna have to make this right. You're gonna have to get the fuck up out of here. I said, oh, Tay was right. You weren't ready, okay? You really is in love with this nigga. Then you talking about some Andre in these tight ass pants. Andre has a nice bubble butt, okay? I'm telling you. If I was a gay man, I would definitely be a top. Because I like ass too much. Alright, I'm just telling you that. Hey, just palm it. You know what I'm saying? No, arch that shit up, put it up, toot it up, alright, spread them cheeks, you know, do what you gotta do. Make it jiggle, boo. Back that shit up. But anyway, moving on. See, I can be real with y'all and I can admit my shit. You know, some of y'all be faking the phone like y'all ain't whatever. So he was like, you know, I gotta tell you something. And it's not gonna change regardless of how you feel about it. It's not gonna change how I feel. You just gotta listen to me. I said, so you finna tell what happened? I said, oh Lord. Andre finally gets in contact with Pamela. She comes in, she's obviously shook as fuck. And come to find out, you know, Andre feels as though she don't trust him. And she says, you know, I was involved in this shooting. Dude was throwing shots at her. And she shot back, shot the nigga. But, you know, made it seem like it was an officer involved shooting and that the shots was justified. She planted the gun. I said, oh, okay. You know, she said, so if you still think that I don't trust you? I was like, so y'all just a crooked ass, you know, you got you another crooked ass bitch, Andre. Okay, y'all can do this shit together. Moving on, Lucius is in the studio and he was about to get started on his song that he was making with the colors and stuff like that. And the band, the orchestra, they're trying to get ready. Okay, they tuning up their instruments, and then all of a sudden one dude gets a text, and then everybody gets a text saying, "Bitch, we're about to strike now." Everybody bounce, okay? Oh, girl was like, "I'm sorry, Lucius, but they're about to strike." I said, "Girl, she said that because she was like, no harm done. When this finishes, I still want my job back. Okay, we gonna be cool. All right, all right." So, um, Eddie comes up in there and was trying to talk to Lucian. Was like, he said, "I can't believe my whole symphony is gone. I can't do a symphony by myself." And it was like, the only person that I know that could have did um making art and the colors into actual sound and music, that's like Miles Davis. But what you need to do is be and prove that you really are Lucius, because Lucius Lyon, I remember back in the day, you used to be just pamming on any and everything, making music out of any and everything, and you always did it, no matter what. Now, if the real Lucius is there, he'll find a way. He started playing that shit, and I was like, okay, do what you gotta do. Meanwhile, outside, excuse me, Portia is leading the charge, talking about how they need fair wages, and they tired of being taken advantage of because the company don't run without them, which is honestly true, because look at how they suffering. Cookie just standing there looking, talking under her breath. Shine bring his ass out. I'm thinking he finna come out there and start trouble. He said, "Nah, bitch, my mama worked in the school and in lunchrooms and shit like that, so he got union in his blood. He finna join the 99%. I said, "Uh-oh." So he going behind the lines doing what he gotta do. Tori Ash come up there talking about some, I've been through some shit, and then the man want me to do this at Leviticus, but I'm not gonna sing for the man. I said, the white girl talking about the man. Bitch. Okay, I guess the man is black in this sense. So, you do what you do. Um, but I'm saying for the people when she started singing. Cookie just standing there looking salty as fuck. I mean, treat your people better and you wouldn't be in this situation. Eddie and Thirsty up there talking to Cookie or whatever, and they about to make it. Thirsty ready to just go pour everybody's shit, okay? And like, bitch, you got the nerve to be out here fucking protesting, and you did this and this and this and this and that. Bring your ass back up in here, And Cookie's like, "Nah, we ain't finna do that. Y'all need to put y'all dicks away, okay? We gotta realize that." He said, why you not gonna do that to him? It was like, "Cause that's my family." And it was like, well, family don't do shit like this. When you and your time of need, family comes together. It was like, yeah, right now they just think we the enemy. I gotta remind them why they're not. We're not the enemy and what we're trying to do here. And I'm sitting here like, well, family don't take advantage of family in their time, And they both guilty of the same thing, if you want to say that. But to be quite honest, I'm more so on the employee side because they were being taken advantage of. Yeah, you trying to come up here and do this little meeting up with Portia and Calvin and the other ones, and trying to remind them of what they did, and oh, who got you this when you lost your voice? They took you to rehab. Who paid for your kids' tuition? You did. Who did this for you? You did. Don't guilt trip me into trying to see the so-called good in you. That was one act, all right. This been going on for a fucking while, but whatever, it worked. Of course, we got a few flashbacks with Cookie in jail. At first we saw when Lucius said earlier that he was always there for her, and she was like, "Bitch, no the fuck you won." We see the flashback when she got the divorce paper in jail. Then this flashback was when they was making her a jail cake to the to celebrate the divorce and all that shit. She wasn't really in the mood. Pound cake bring her bitch ass over there starting some shit, and then when Cookie was about to whoop that ass, she grabbed her stomach and was like, "Bitch, is you pregnant?" And I'm sitting here like, how the fuck you gonna come up in here trying to start some stuff knowing damn well you at a disadvantage, okay? You are stupid. Then later she talked about something's wrong with the baby. She basically like she finna go into labor or some shit. And it was like, so what? Took your ass to the goddamn infirmary. No, because they gonna tell me to get an abortion or whatever because she got knocked up by a fucking guard. I said, bitch, who? Did you get raped or did you willingly do that shit? Girl, I was like, whatever. But Cookie said, fuck that shit. Regardless of if she was being a bitch to me, I'm not gonna do that. This is all we got up in here is each other, so we gotta be family and all that shit. And so, she take her back to her cell and tell her the story about how Andre got here and all that, and everything was all to the good. They dropped the strike later on, and I was just like, that's all that it took. They weren't even on strike for a full last day, bitch. Girl, People just want to know that they appreciate it. That's all the fuck it is. Andre just got through fucking Pamela talking about some, I think it's time that you can meet my family. I said, no, no, no. But then again, Miss Pamela Rose might fit right the fuck in. And y'all probably need a cop on y'all side right about a detective that can go detect some shit on the Dubois. Bitch, bring her in, okay? But speaking of them hoes, Andre gets a phone call with a text saying, he about to go meet the family about to go meet Bella. We see Jamal up here talking about how, the whole family there, then they at the place where Dubois, Miss Dubois always be meeting at this, fancy hoity-toity country club like type of shit. And Jamal up here talking about some, basically everybody got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, including Andre, except for Hakeem. But Jamal talking about some he wanna have Warren move in with him. I said, bitch, what? Warren must didn't tell you the truth. Mind you, Warren is sitting there with Diane, and she was like, so you didn't do it, huh? He was like, I couldn't get him to go through with the threesome. He didn't want to, and it really wasn't me. He was like, oh, you fell in love with him. He was like, the problem was you were supposed to make him do the threesome, make that shit go viral, put it out there, as if it was supposed to embarrass him. Like, this is the fucking Lyons family, and at this point in time, you don't realize people already know he gay, and then probably the gay community too, but that's probably gonna up his status, okay? Don't nobody give a fuck about no sex tape these days. That ain't gonna make nobody, come down and rank or whatever the fuck. I said, Diane, you too old school right now, okay? That was so 2005, all right? We 2017, you need to come up with the times. That don't matter, okay? And she was like, bitch, I know you was gonna fall in love with him. I knew it. And so that's why I had to bring in Anika. She knew. She knew. She had Anika. Anika must have told Diane what was going on about the visitation, and then told her to say, yes, okay, y'all can meet at this place, and then had the whole family come there. And then this is when Hakeem, everybody noticed that, oh, the baby ain't here. And Jamal is like, what the fuck you doing here, Warren? He was like, I see you met my nephew, Warren. I said, oh, shit. Now, see, she wanted Lucius to do some stuff. But Lucius said, bitch, I ain't finna do no stuff. He had a little moment where he just stopped. All throughout the episode, he been having these flashbacks to what he used to do. And so Jamal said, fuck that shit. I do it myself. He beat that big nigga ass. I said, nigga, you just sit on the floor and you let him do it because you had it coming. Okay? That's what the fuck it is. And, who would have thought Jamal ass could get down like that? I said, don't be thinking that these gay niggas can't fucking fight. Just because you gay don't mean that you can't fight, bitch. Okay? Yeah, whoop a bitch ass in a minute. Okay? And that's exactly what the fuck he did. And Diane sat there and was like, ooh. I said, you just gonna sit there and let your nephew, you just don't give a fuck. Okay, I think she is worse than Cookie because she is literally using her family and don't care if shit happens to him. I should say she worse than Alliance, okay? And of course, all them people there, they're filming and all this shit. Jamal said, I don't give a fuck filming shit. Fighting and stuff like that don't do no shit either. Okay, D'Amico's beat, extinction, whatever the fuck that nigga ass. Don't nobody give a shit, okay? This is a music business. That's just to be expected. Any fucking way. Cookie said, we coming for your ass. So, at the end, he was getting in the car, and Lucius was like, man, I wish I would have beat that nigga ass myself. I was trying to. And she was like, the old Lucius would have did that. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. And to me, I feel like it's a good thing because usually when he do shit, he gets in trouble because he's the head of the label, and it'll reflect badly on him more so than it would on his artist. So, who knows? That was the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Peace.